How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Blue Shifting and welcome back to Steinsgate, Linear Bounded Phenogram. Last time we had a very intense girl talk. Pretty much everything's now on the table for Mayuri, and she kind of understands what's going on as much as she can, really. And like, now it's the day. Today's the day the button gets pressed. Kurisu leaves, she says goodbye. They go back to the lab, he pushes the button, and they jump back to the Alpha World line. Which is sad. We know eventually to figure out an answer, but like it's still like what a choice to face, and the atmosphere is really heavy. But Mayuri has some kind of secret plan that we're going to potentially see. I really have no idea what it is. I'm really curious to see what this is going to be all about. So we're going to do that. But before we jump in, just real quick, in case you didn't notice, on Mondays I've started a new series, Love Photon Flowers. Love is one of my favorite series of all time. Probably my favorite series, my number one at the moment of visual novels. I love that series. It's also one of my more successful ones, which is cool. So there's a good chance that if you are on the channel, you've seen my Love series, and I just want to let you know Mondays are now going to be that, and the first episode has gone up this week, so go take a look for it if for some reason you didn't see it. So anyway, just a little shout out there. But anyway, we are going to jump into this here. We know the score. It's not really that complicated, so there's not much else to really say other than just buckle up, because I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I'm sure it's going to be interesting. So after laughing and talking with Kurisu-chan all night, we said our goodbyes because she needed to pack for a trip. We promised to keep in touch even when she returned to America. Leaving the hotel in Ocha no Mizu, I returned to Akiba and went to the lab. I don't know when she'll disappear. I can't help but quicken my pace. I look at the time. It's right before 10 o'clock. Uh-oh. Right. No longer able to contain myself, I start running. Come on, come on. I've arrived in front of the lab. I make sure that the Braun Tube workshop is open before I look up at the lab. Right then, I notice a figure on the roof. What? A familiar white lab coat flutters in the wind. Okarin's gazing at the sky, probably thinking about something. He hasn't noticed Mayushi yet. I climb up the stairs, making sure Okarin doesn't notice. The door is unlocked. Oh, this music. I slide inside the lab. The empty lab was unusually quiet. The rays of the morning sun were softly shining into the room. I think back to when Okarin and Mayushi were the only lab mems. Once during the nighttime typhoon, the lab completely lost its power. But by the next morning, the typhoon had passed and everything was really peaceful, like right now. But I remember feeling a little disappointed. Felt like there was no point in being so scared at the night before. The sound of the wind and rain was so overwhelming that I was terrified the old building might collapse at any second. And just as always, Okarin would put his dramatic voice and make me feel better. I think he said something like, "This must needs be an act of sabotage by the organization, but I, Hyonin Kyoma, refuse to be faced." That was my Hyonin Kyoma voice. Is that pretty good? All the stuff about the organization and sabotage was made up by Okarin. Just kids making things up. It was so much fun. Neither did Okabe. My nightmares each night weren't really nightmares. They were like fragments of memories from Okarin fighting to save Mayushi. The moment I remembered a scene from when I was surrounded by scary people with guns, I felt a piercing pain in my head. Dang. Those memories are becoming more potent too. I wonder if that could become systemic.
やらずにいて後悔するよりはずっといいから。
Right. I stumbled towards the development room in the back. The computer in there was turned on. I just phoned Daru-kun and he taught me the method. What? Wait, what? It's a little difficult, but it's okay. I'll be alright, I think. Punch in Mayushi's cell phone number and set the time to last afternoon. Oh no. After I noticed that my phone was dead, I recharged it. Then, with trembling hands, I set the headgear on my head. Holy crap! Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh! I'm scared. I'm scared! Christian said the time leaps could be dangerous, but I have no idea what's going to happen.
オカリンはマユシーのために何度もこんなに怖い目に遭ってたんだね。
I want to cry, but this isn't the time for tears.
ごめんね、オカリン。
All I have to do is turn on the machine and call the phone wave. I take slow, deep breaths.
大丈夫。怖くない。怖くない。
You know, Mayuri, she might be the master of time, if you think about it. Okabe definitely traveled a lot in time, but he fails a lot. When Mayuri takes things into her hands, we see that she becomes such a pivotal person. I wonder what she's gonna do here. I convince myself and put my thumb on the call button on my phone. But then... quick! Click the button! Click the button! With the sound of the door slamming open, I hear Okarin's soft voice pierce the lab.
Okarin!
Come on, come on!
Mayuri!
Seeing Okarin running straight for me, I hurry to turn the machine. The next moment, a blue-white light flashes. The bright light shines brighter and brighter, and I feel the ground shaking. Fetch, man. And the problem is, will she remember, the time machine should work, because it should let anyone remember themselves, right? They just won't remember the changes in the timeline. My head hurts. I feel like it's going to break. I can't stand up straight anymore, and I hunch over.
Mayuri! 何をするつもりだ! ごめんね、オカリン。マユシ、諦めが悪くて。
Trembling, I push the call button. Phone wave chan. My vision violently distorts. The pain and nausea is so bad, it feels like my brain is being cut into pieces.
Mayuri!
Okay, his horrified face closes in on me. Everything moves in slow motion. He grabs my wrist with an unbelievably strong grip. Okarin tries to rip the headgear off my head with all his might. Struggling, I desperately try to keep it on. Okabe, I know you're bad, but think about this. You could actually damage her if you do this. It's too late now. As I shout, the world cracks and the cracks spread out all around. Everything around me explodes into dust. Oh, she freaking did it. I was terrified that she hadn't pulled it off. Okay. Oh, that was close. The inside of my head is scrambled. No, it's not just my inside of my head. My vision and everything else is all scrambled too. It feels awful. My head really hurts and my ears are ringing. I cover my mouth and crouch down holding my head. It feels like someone's sticking a fork into my brain. Oh, fetch. Yeah, that sounds bad. Kind of reminds me of how horrifically unpleasant it was to get tested for COVID-19, I got sick, and so I got tested like a good person. Those tests, however, they feel like they shove a fork in your brain. Maybe not even as this intense, but oh my gosh. I want to escape from this overwhelming sharp pain, but there's no way to stop it. But between the pain, there's a faint feeling of pleasure mixed in, and I want to cling to that. Wait, what? Bit by bit, the pain subsides. I hear the phone ringing somewhere. Where? Whose is it? Wait, phone? Ah, okay. Afraid, I open my eyes, and the familiar side of my room jumps out at me. That's weird. Could have sworn I was in the lab, so why am I here? There's a cell phone on the floor. Sluggishly pick it up the phone and answer it. Yeah, this is about...
もしもし。
電波が悪いせいかにゃ。電話切れちゃったにゃ。
Huh.
フェリスちゃん？何がどうしてたんだっけ？
It definitely seemed like it was a much harsher experience for her than it was for Okabe.
まゆし、どうかしたのかにゃ？
それがまゆしにもわからなくて。まゆしはフェリスちゃんと電話してたんだっけ？
Right.
そうにゃ。クーニャのことについて話してたにゃ。
クーニャン。
だけど、話している途中に別の着信があって、マユシーは一旦フェイリスとの会話を保留にして、そっちの電話に出たのにゃ。
Yeah, probably because she saw it was from herself, and she's like, wait, what?
そうだったんだ。
My memories aren't clear.
フェイリスがクーニャンを怒らせちゃって、その話だったにゃ。
So they're faintly in the background of the text bubble, there's like actual like numbers. Like what if that actually, like it's upside down, but I wonder if that actually means anything. Has anyone ever figured that out? I'm guessing no, but you never know with a game like this. They might be, like I could see them just taking perverse fun pleasure and just hiding Easter eggs everywhere, and that's a really tough one to notice.
それは違うよ。クリスちゃんからはフェリスちゃんに謝っておいてってメールが来てたし。
I get a strange feeling like I've said the same thing over and over. Why? There shouldn't be anything strange about it, but I feel like something's off.
でも、
今は連絡がつかないけど、なんとかして連絡取って。
I can't contact her? That's strange. I should have already contacted her. Here they come. No, that's wrong. I tried calling her, but Christian wouldn't answer her phone. I'm worried about her. But, no, Christian's fine.
どっちなの？
She's definitely struggling. This did not go very well. Okabe definitely went through it a lot easier. The back of my head starts throbbing, and the pain makes me feel sick.
マユシ、どうかしたにゃ？大丈夫にゃ？
なんでもない。
Right.
ちょっと頭が痛くて。ごめんね。
あんまり無理しちゃダメにゃ。コミマ疲れが出てるのかもにゃ。
そうだね。
とりあえず、フェイリスもクーニャンのためにできることはないか考えてみるにゃ。
ありがとう。それじゃあ、また。
Right, right. Okay, this is very troubling. What's going on?
変な眉し。
Oh, come on, think. I hang up the phone and absentmindedly stare into space. I couldn't get a hold of Christian. I looked all over Akiba, found her on the overpass. I knew it, something strange.
これからクリスチャンを探しに行くとこなのに、なんでマユシーは もうクリスちゃんを見つけたつもりになってるんだろう。
Is that what people call deja vu? Or a premonition?
なんか変だよ。どうしちゃったんだろう。
Yeah. The moment after I tilt my head in confusion, a white light bursts inside my head. Fetch, what's happening? The pain that I thought had gone away comes rushing back. No, even more intense than pain pierces through my brain. Along with an unpleasant feeling that the inside of my head is being stirred about. Events that shouldn't have happened yet come flooding into my mind. It sounds like a misprint. It's like a alignment with her mind, and those connections are finally being fully realized. The inside of my head is filled up with all sorts of memories and feelings. It feels like it's about to explode. The reason why Mayuri is such a burden on Christian and Okarin. The painful future that Christian told me about. Jumping back into the past with the time leap to try and change that future. I remember it all. Oh.
これがタイムリープ。
There are times where I think it would be really interesting to have a time leap machine, but man, this is reminding me they would be crappy in every respect. My headache finally subsides, and I take a deep breath. I didn't know time leaps were such painful, agonizing things.
オカリンはマユシーのためにこんな苦しいことを何度も。
Imagining the pain that he went through makes me want to cry.
やっぱりこんなこと絶対に終わらせなくちゃ。
Yeah, but how? I wipe my tears and raise my head.
もうあの方法しか残されていないんだから。第一、それがうまくいくかどうかもわからないけど。
What is his plan?
マユシーがやらなくちゃだね。
What is it though? I take my diary and blue oopa off my desk, put them in my bag and nod.
ダル君に協力をお願いしないと。
Okay.
もしもし。
Okay.
もしもし、ダル君、マユシーだよ。今何してる？
ラボでダラダラしてたけど、これからネカフェに行こうか、フェリスさんに会いに行こうか、激しく迷ってたとこ。
Ah, he eventually lands in a net cafe.
両方はしごすればいいんじゃないかな。
Yeah.
おお、僕もちょうどそう思ってたとこなんだよね。よし、全は急げ。今すぐ行こう、そうしよう。
Mm-hmm.
今すぐ？今日のダル君はなんだかみなぎってるね。
もち、実はコミマでハヤテのごとしの同人誌をゲットしたんだけど、それがもう神クオリティでみなぎりまくりっつうか。
Ah, interesting. Okay, so what's this supposed to be? A romantic comedy that follows a young man after he incurs a huge amount of debt and is forced to work as a butler for a super rich lolly girl, featuring a plethora of otaku in jokes. It's quite popular in hardcore circles. That sounds familiar, but I'm thinking it's a kind of a rehash plot, like something that's not too uncommon. So, if anyone knows specifically that's supposed to be referencing, I'd love to know.
今夜は久々にネカフェでオールで原作を読破し直したい気分つうか。
Oh, dang.
それじゃあダル君は今日ずっと秋葉にいるんだね。
もちろん。
Yeah.
それじゃあちょっとお願いがあるんだけどいいかな？
おお、ちょい前にマユシが言ってたあれのこと？
そう。今日の夜の9時ぐらいに D メールを使えるようにしておいてくれるかな？
Interesting. What on earth is this gonna be?
D メール？ なんでまた
Careful. Okabe's worked really hard to get this whole situation fixed. If you send an email and he doesn't ever figure out that you did, he could never fix it.
どうしても送らなくちゃならない大事な D メールがあって。
What is this gonna be?
ふむ。確かオカリンには内緒だって言ってたよね。
ダメかな。
I think it's a strange request myself. I wouldn't be surprised if he was suspicious. What if he starts questioning me about it? It'd never be very good at telling him lies, so I'm not sure I'd be able to convince him.
わかった。準備しておこう。
Oh man. Don't sound so surprised.
なんでそこで驚くん？
だってダルくんメールを送る理由とか内容とかは聞かないのかなって思ってちょっとびっくりしちゃって。
聞いてほしいなら聞くけど。
No.
それじゃ聞かない。
Daru, you're a heart of gold.
そっかダルくんありがとう。
オッケー。それじゃあ9時の10分前からスタンバっておこう。
Dang, that's crazy.
お願い。それじゃあまた。
Yes. I'm really grateful to have a friend who trusts me. I seriously think this is a hang up the phone.
あとはマユシーの準備だけだね。
Yes. I slapped my cheeks with both hands to psych myself up. Yes. Ow. That was a little more painful than I thought. I'll probably get home late today, but I already told Mama not to worry because we're all holding a farewell party for Chris-chan at the lab. That part is a lie. Every time I tell a lie, I get this overwhelming urge to say sorry, and I really don't like doing it. But there are times where you have to lie, no matter what. And that's the crazy thing. It's like, because Mayuri is so honest all the times when she does lie, everyone will fall for it. The best liars are the ones that tell the truth 99% of the time. I tell myself now that this is one of those times to try to quit my apologetic feelings. Quiet. Perhaps because there's nobody in the lab, the ticking of the clock seems really loud. It is really loud. In my hand is the future gadget number 1, the Pit something gun. The name Okarin gave it's too difficult, so I can't remember it no matter how many times I hear it. Why does he always choose such complicated names? I get that he thinks they're cool, but they're too much trouble to remember. Can't I just call this Pit-chan? I hold Pit-chan by the side of the door and lie in wait for Okarin. I hear the sound of sluggish, dragging footsteps. Well, that's him. Defeated Okarin. I instantly know they're Okarin's. My heart starts racing and my hand gripping Pit-chan gets sweaty. When the door opens, I press Pit-chan against Okarin and say the line I'd practiced over and over. Are you really going to pretend to stick him up?
Okarin! 手を挙げなさい!
Oh man. Oh man. Yeah. I wanted to say it as cool as I could, but I was so nervous I ended up stuttering.
Mayuri?
Okarin raises an eyebrow and looks at me like, what are you doing? I'm really embarrassed and start to feel disheartened, but I can't afford to mess up right now. I ready Pit-chan again, sharply glaring at Okarin and say it again.
Okarin! 手を挙げなさい!
手? なんだ?
Okarin looks at the palms of his hands and casually cocks his head. He's not nervous at all.
いいから! Okarin! 手を挙げるの! 万歳って! はい! 万歳!
Put him up like a cheerleader, go!
こうか? 万歳.
Okay, that actually might be a better picture. Because he has a perplexed look, but he's actually got his hands in the air. That's gonna be great. Gosh darn, that belt's way too big for him. Kokudin raises his hands like it's really annoying. For a while, we look at each other in the eyes without moving. As always, he doesn't look nervous at all. This scene should be more tense than it is. It's weird. Where did I go wrong?
なんだか万歳っていうのはちょっと違った気がするよ。
What are you going for?
いや、そんなこと今更気づくな。で、万歳の後はどうすればいいんだ？今は遊んでいる時間はないんだが。
ごめんね、オカリン。今からマユシーの人質になってもらいます。
This is adorable. I'm kind of seeing where she's trying to take this, and I know she's being 110% serious, but this is adorable. Oh my gosh.
俺がお前の人質にだと？人質の人質ってなんだそれは？
いつまでもオカリンの人質のままでいるマユシーではないのです。
I kind of hate what's happening here because I think I know what she's actually going for now, but it's also really cute. I try saying it with an exaggerated performance like Okudin always does. I realize that if you say something like it's a joke, you can say things that you normally wouldn't be able to. That reminds me, Fubuki and the others told me something like that before. When you cosplay, you can become someone different. It somehow becomes possible to do things you normally can't. Maybe this is similar. This must be how Okudin feels.
Mayuri, どうした？らしくないぞ。なぜ急にこんな真似を？
急にじゃなくてね。ずっと考えていたことで。
Yeah, but I was always holding back.
とにかくちょっとだけでいいから何も聞かずにマユシーの人質になって。 お願い、オカリン。
Okudin strokes his chin and gives me a look of doubt. I'm not sure if that was. I'm pretty sure I got a 1 out of 10 on that acting, but his expression suddenly softens into a sad smile.
マユリよ、もっと偉そうに言わないと格好つかんぞ。
確かにそうだよね。じゃあもう一度言ってみるね。
Oh man. I take a deep breath, put some strength in my belly, and try and say it in a commanding way.
オカリン、マユシーの人質になりなさい。
Better. That still doesn't sound quite right. But Okudin plays along for me.
人質の反逆か。ずいぶん大胆不敵な挑戦だな。わかったよ。俺、いや、この法王院教魔、受けて立つ。
His smile seems kind of fake and stiff. I'm sure he's forcing himself to go along with me. But if he doesn't do this, it'll be too painful to watch.
オカリン、ありがとう。ごめんね。
I bow my head and Okudin sighs in astonishment, then gently pats my head. Is astonishment the right word there? I'm guessing it was more like in resignation. Like,
まったく。どこに人質に礼を言うならず者がいるんだ。
マユシーはナマズ者なんかじゃないよ。
yeah. Right when I timidly objected to Okudin. My stomach growls.
どうしてこんな時に。
For you, it's all times of the day. The timing's so bad, I feel like my face is gonna catch fire.
やれやれ。つくづく間抜けな反逆者だな。
Okudin pats my head again.
むむ。
Grrr. I always liked it when Okarin would pat me on the head or toss on my hair. But that needs to end too. Just thinking about it makes me want to cry.
だって仕方ないよ。マユシーはずっとオカリンの人質だったから。反逆とかそういうの慣れてないし。
なんだ？涙目になるほど腹が減っているのか？
違うもん。
Okarin looks troubled and confused, but he still smiles at me so kindly I can't look directly at him. I desperately look up at the ceiling to keep my tears from spilling down.
しかし奇遇だな。俺もまだ晩飯は食ってない。久しぶりに一緒に飯でも食いに行くか。
Okarin is as kind as ever. I think he's trying to be considerate since I'm acting so suspiciously.
なら命令したらどうだ？反逆者らしく。
わかった。
I nod, compose myself, and give Okarin my order.
それじゃあ、オカリン、マユシーをキッチン二郎へ連れて行きなさい。
Okay.
はいはい。それじゃあ行くぞ。
Okarin puts his hand in his coat pocket and goes out the door. I hurry after him. Things didn't go quite according to plan, but I still have time. I can take a little detour like this, right? It's right around dinner time, so Kitchen Jiro is pretty crowded. We had to wait in line for a while, then finally got seated at the counter. This is the place that Daru took Yuki to in the date, right? As soon as we settled in, we ordered as usual without even looking at the menu. I'm having menchi katsu rice. Okarin's having curry with 2 pieces of menchi katsu as toppings. He calls it his concoction Bad Menchi Katsu Curry. Seeing that our favorite orders haven't changed makes me really happy.
Mayuri, やけににやけているが、どうした？今日はなんだかいつにも増して変だぞ。
なんだかこうしてオカリンと一緒にいつものメニューを待ってるのは幸せだなーってしみじみ思っていたんだ。
Aww.
1000円でお釣りが来る幸せか。前よりは実に手軽でいいな。
You know what? The best sources of happiness are pretty cheap.
ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンとかバナナとか唐揚げ揚げくんでも十分幸せだけどね。
ますます安いな。
We were awkward with each other before coming to Kitchen Jiro, but we're at our usual shop, getting our usual order. Our usual, typical conversation feels so comfortable to me. Days like these make all the bad stuff seem like a dream. It feels like these never-changing days will continue tomorrow, the day after, and forever after that.
だったらいいのにな。
なんだ？何か言ったか？
なんでもないよ。
I think I'm starting to understand what her plan is, unfortunately. I'm worried that she's going to try and remove herself from his life entirely. I don't think she realizes that she was just as important to him as he was important to her. After waiting a little while, the staff brings us trays with our plates on them. My tray has menchi katsu, a little bigger than the palm of my hand, garnished with plenty of salad. It also comes with rice and pork miso soup. There's a lot of there's a lot of food on that tray. Not a lot of food.
すっごく美味しそう。
うまいに決まっているだろう。
Okarin boasts, as though he made it himself. Feels like the usual Okarin is back, and that makes me really happy. Okarin has to be like this.
いただきまーす。
I put my hands together and start by biting into the extra large menchi as usual. A lot of juice comes pouring out from inside the crispy fried menchi. The rice taste of meat and sweetness of onions fills my mouth. It's the little things that really matter in life, isn't it? You know? Just kind of... That's what happens when you, like, have to say goodbye to things, like people or whatnot. Like, you don't really miss all the big events and stuff. Like, it's all... my experience has been, it's the little moments that you miss the most. I totally get this. I always smile when eating tasty food. And that smile makes me feel better.
やっぱりキッチン二郎のメンチカツは噛みすぎだね。マユシーの中でキングオブ肉の座は不動だよ。
Nice.
マユリよ。その意見には激しく同意する。世界の真理だな。
As always, Okunin pours 3 drops of soy sauce onto his menchi, then grins broadly.
食らうがいい。ガストロミークラッシュ
What a goob. Oh wow, that actually looks like a real plate of food. The next moment, Okunin starts stabbing the menchi katsu with his spoon and mixes it into the curry.
あー、おかりん、またぐちゃぐちゃにしちゃって、もったいないよ。
これぞマッドメンチカツカレーのマッドたるゆえん。マッドサイエンティストたるもの、これくらいの食べ方をしないとな。凡人とは違うのだよ、凡人とは。
It's really just felt like we're just sitting and having dinner with friends. Oh my gosh.
メンチカツへの冒涜にしか見えないけどな。
何を言う。これこそが至高の食べ方なのだ。参りもいずれわかる時が来る。それまではその無難極まりない定番メニューで満足しているがいい。
After saying this, Okunin opens his mouth wide and stuffs his cheeks with menchi katsu curry and rice all mixed together.
やはりうまい。
おかりんは昔からカレーはそうやって混ぜて食べる派だよね。
I don't get to eat much curry anymore, but I did the same thing. I would just mix the rice in mostly.
子供の頃からマッドだったからな。
Oh yeah.
そうだったっけ?
I remember the moment Okunin became a mad scientist. It was a day with light rain. After my grandma died, I felt like there was a big hole in my heart. Then Okunin made me his hostage. He said that it seemed like I'd go off somewhere if he didn't. But because I am his hostage, I'm not allowed to go anywhere.
Mayuri? 何をぼーっとしている? 隙あり!
Oh no. Okunin, his cheeks still stuffed with menchi katsu curry, suddenly thrust his spoon in my menchi katsu.
マユシーのなのに。
He stole a bite of my menchi katsu.
油断大敵だな。人質に隙を見せるなど。
いつもオカリンはそうなんだから。オカリンのメンチカツ泥棒。2枚もトッピングしているのに、なんでマユシーのを取るの?
Come on, Mayuri, retaliate, take some of his.
カレーまみれになったメンチカツもいいが、やはりメンチカツそのものの素朴な味も味わいたいだろう。
それじゃあね、マユシーにもオカリンの一口ちょうだい。
人の食べ方にケチをつけといて食べたがるのか？
見た目はあれだけど美味しいかもしれないし。
Yeah, yeah.
うまいに決まっている。そこまで言うなら食ってみろ。
You non-believer. Okarin uses a spoon to scoop up a bite of mad kenshikatsu curry and extends it toward my mouth. Seems like something a couple would do, so I start to feel embarrassed. Even though I feel nothing when I do it for customers that make me nyan nyan. Dang.
あれおいしい
Yeah.
だから何度もうまいと言っているだろうが、見た目のグロさに惑わされるなと。
カレーと混ぜちゃったらメンチカツのサクサク感がなくなっちゃうって思ってたけど、そうでもないんだね。ちゃんとサクサクしてて美味しい。
It would eventually. Like, you'd have to eat it in that sitting, because if you let it sit too long, you would absolutely have a problem.
一度に好物を全部摂取することができて効率もいい。考え抜かれた究極のバランス食といっても過言ではない。マッドサイエンティストにふさわしい晩餐だと思い知ったか。
Yeah, I can see that. As Okarin starts lecturing, he quietly moves the spoon and scoops up more curry. It's not exactly romantic, but I feel warmth deep in my chest when I think about how we just shared an indirect kiss. We kissed back when we were kids, but we were just playing around. All of a sudden, I remember that clear as day. Why did I forget it up until now? Interesting.
なんだかあれだね。昔のことって案外忘れてないものだね。
なんだいきなり。
She's about to blow your mind, man.
普段は忘れてたりもするけど、何かの拍子にひょっこり思い出すものだなって思って、ちょっと安心したかな。
Mm-hmm.
一体何を思い出したんだ?
I had this exact thing happen. I think I've told this story before, but I'm not sure when. So it'll be a quick one, though. I remember back in high school, I played an orchestra. I was a violinist, and I played decently. I definitely wasn't the best, but I had fun. And I had a lot of friends I made through that. So we would have a trip every year. We'd go to a major city and go and listen to a live performance from a Philharmonic orchestra. Again, not one of the best because we weren't close to anything super huge or anything, but it was still a really fun trip. And we dressed up and everything. But before we went, we would usually go somewhere. This time we went to a big kind of like outdoor mall. It was really just enjoyable. It was kind of hanging out with friends and being around people. And I was hanging around with a general group of people, and we were traveling around. And we go to a store, and there we have a kind of a burger and ice cream store called Dairy Queen. Mostly the emphasis is on the ice cream side, but they still did burgers and fries and all that stuff too. But this one was a special one because they specialized in creating something called an Orange Julius, which is kind of like orange juice mixed with a very, very fine ice, almost making a kind of slushy. But I think they add cream to it as well to give it a very like the texture and flavor enhancement. I've never made one, so I don't know. But like I remember I walked in and I was like, "What's an Orange Julius?" And then people were like, "Oh, you never had one before? That's pretty good." I was like, "Yeah, I'll go try one." And then one of my friends in the group, she turned to me and she was like, "You've had Orange Julius before?" And I was like, "I really don't think I have." I was kind of confused why she was so adamant about that. She's like, "No, you've had it before. I made it for you." And I remember, like, she, of all my friends, was the one I'd known the longest because we grew up neighbors on the neighborhood. So, like, I moved into this house when I was 6 years old, and she lived in the house two or three down. And we were like a year apart in age. So naturally, we grew up playing together and knowing each other. Like, we weren't super, super best friends, not like Okabe and Mayuri, but I mean, we've known each other like our whole lives. And like, she reminisced and reminded me about how like we used to always like be at each other's houses and we would eat meals with our families. She even mentioned that she specifically had great memories of my mom's spaghetti. The spaghetti that she would make and the meal around it was really, really good. And she always remembered that because I guess her mom wasn't a big fan of spaghetti. And so she only tended to have it at our house. And that was like a big highlight for her when she was like 6 and 7. And I would go over there and she's just like, "Yeah, I made Orange Julius every once in a while and we would have it at our house." And I was like, "I have no memory of that at all." She's like, "All right, well, go have one. Maybe it'll help you remember." And oh, she was right. I remember I got this little, it's like an orange flavored shake with like cream. and I took a sip of it, and it was good. But like as soon as the flavor hit my tongue, it's like my brain exploded full of these memories of my childhood, and specifically memories of us playing together when we were like 6, 7, and 8 years old. And I remember like I was flabbergasted. I suddenly turned, I was like, I totally remember now. And just like I went on this tirade about all this crazy stuff I started remembering because of that. There is something really cool about being able to have like a memory trigger from something. A smell or a taste tend to be some of the ones apparently people can experience big rushes of emotion, and like I did. And yet that's the only time I really know for sure my mind went from like I have no memory to I have all the memories now. And so like it's cool. Like it's similar to what Mayuri's experiencing, and there is something really comforting and cool about that.
へへ、秘密だよ。
Uh-huh.
なんだそれ、もったいぶるの。
オカリンも覚えてるかな。
だからなんだ。
Probably not.
ほら、子供の頃ふざけ合ってキスしちゃったの覚えてない？
Oh man. Now, is he choking because he's shocked about the memory? Is he choking because he suddenly remembers and is embarrassed? Or is he thinking about Kurisu now? And that would be really that sad and depressing on this moment. Okay, he starts choking.
ごめんオカリン、大丈夫？
I rub his back and hand him a tissue and glass of water. Okarin blows his nose into the tissue, then gulps down the water.
何をいきなり言うかと思えば、そんな昔のことは忘れた。
Yeah. Okarin's as bad as lying as ever, and I feel a giggle coming on.
そっか、忘れちゃったんだ。残念だな。
これ以上メンチカツを奪われたくなくば、黙ってさっさと食べろ。
はーい。
I Okarin twitting, I hurry and stuff my face with menchikatsu. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Okarin looking sour as he silently scoops his curry, and I can't help but wish. If only this relaxed and carefree, happy time would continue forever. If I kept doing time leaps, it could. That strong temptation pulls at my heart.
ほら、Mayuri、手が止まっているぞ。
あ、ごめんごめん。
But that's not good. Kurisu-chan told me that repeating the same time over and over is nothing more than escapism. I think she's right. No matter how much it might hurt, we have to move forward. I'm scared that things could change, but they need to change.
で、Mayuri、俺はいつまで人質でいればいいんだ？
今日いっぱいまでかな。
どこか付き合ってほしいところでもあるのか？ネカフェとか？それともカラオケでオールでアニソン三昧とか？
Ah.
今はそんな気分じゃないかな。
なら、なんで俺を人質なんかにしたんだ？
それは、
Okarin suddenly asked me straight. I'm at a loss for words. I immediately tried copying Okarin's exaggerated speech.
ふーははは。マユシーの陰謀に協力してもらうためなのです。
Is he suspicious? When I look at Okarin, he's pointing his index finger up and shaking his head side to side.
全くもって笑い方がなってないな。これほどまで頼りない悪人笑い聞いたことないぞ。
And we need to save this frame right here. So we need to screenshot this or clip this moment and remind me that in the future when I attempt to do a cosplay, this needs to be brought up because I absolutely guarantee you it's going to be the major critique.
マユリよ、真の悪人笑いとはこんな風に笑うのだ。ふぅ
The bitter off is great. The other customers are startled by Okarin's sudden laughter. But Okarin pays no attention to his surroundings and keeps laughing his head off. At a glance, Okarin is no different from usual. However, it seems like empty cheer, or like he's forcing himself. Okarin always hides his true feelings with the mad scientist mask. I'm sorry, Okarin. But please, endure it just a little longer. Fetch. After filling our bellies at Kitchen Jiro, we take our little walk around Akihabara as usual. After that, we get on the Yamanote line. Yamanota, that's right. Yamanota line train. Our destination is Ikebukuro.
美味しかった。久々のメンチカツライスは絶品だったよ。
はあ、うまかったな。
美味しいものを食べるとなんだか元気が出てくるね。
そうだな。
でもオカリン、本当におごってもらってよかったの？
たまにはな。今は俺がマユリの人質なのだし、マユリはいつもラボにバナナを貢いでいるだろう。
Yeah.
別にあれは貢いでいるわけじゃなくて、マユシーが食べたいから買ってきてるだけなのに、オカリン実験に使っちゃうんだもん。
バナナごときでケチケチするな。
だってゲルバナとかブヨブヨで美味しくないし、バナナに対する冒涜だよ。もっと食べ物は大事にしなくちゃ。バナナが浮かばれないよ。
Yeah, those poor bananas. They didn't deserve all the jellification.
実験には犠牲がつきものだ。その犠牲によって偉大なる発明品が生まれたのだから、むしろ誇りに思うがいい。
マユシーはバナナを美味しくいただける方がいいけどな。
It was supposed to be the usual trivial chat, but Okarin turns gloomy at my words.
まあ、それもそうかもしれないな。
Oh. The jokey atmosphere has completely disappeared and been replaced by a serious one.
オカリン？
同行した好奇心は身を滅ぼすって言葉もあるくらいだ。
Okarin smiled cynically, then looks at me like he's in pain.
どうせ滅ぼすなら本人を滅ぼせばいいのにな。それなら自業自得ってことでまだ納得がいく。だが罪もない人間を巻き込んで滅ぼすなんてのは間違ってる。
Yeah. There's torment in his eyes. Until Kurisu told me, I had no idea why Okarin would look at me like this once in a while. But now I know. Okarin blames himself. Because he changed the world line. Miyushi's supposed to die.
だけどね、オカリン。マユシーは電話レンジちゃんの開発に夢中になっているオカリンを見てるのがとっても好きだったけどな。
そうだったのか？
Oh yeah.
オカリン、ご飯食べるのも寝るのも忘れちゃうくらい没頭してたよね。見てるだけのマユシーにまでワクワクする気持ちが伝わってきた。マユシーはね、難しいことはさっぱりだけど、開発に夢中になってるオカリンのそばでコスを作りながらオカリンと一緒に大発明をしている気分を味わってた。
Aww.
オカリンの度を越した好奇心はね、宝物だと思うよ。
I agree.
マユリ。
Okarin's pained face softens just a little bit. But just at that moment, the train arrives at Ueno Station and the doors open, flooding the train with a huge number of people. Fetch! A big backpack pushes me eventually against my back, and I'm basically thrown forward into Okarin's chest. Oh boy.
マユリ、大丈夫か？
大丈夫。
あまり大丈夫そうじゃないが、小さいとこんな時いろいろ大変だな。息はできるか？
なんとか。
My face is planted against Okarin's belly, and it's hard to breathe.
少しの間辛抱しろ。
Okarin's trying to shield me from the people around us. It's almost like he's embracing me. I'm stuck against Okarin's body and my face gets hot. The train finally starts moving again. Every time the train sways, my face is pressed into Okarin's chest. His scent gives me a sense of relief, but also makes my heart race. Oh girl, you got it bad. I start to panic, since if we're stuck this closely together, Okarin might feel my heart pounding.
Mayuri, 変なのがいたらすぐに言うんだぞ。
Good man, good man.
変なの？
周りはぼーっとしてるからいかにも痴漢のターゲットになりやすそうだしな。
Sad that this is like a thing.
もう、マユシーはぼーっとしているようで、意外にぼーっとしてなんかないんだからね。
I'm paying a like. She's like, yes, yes. Your my attention is quite captivated at the moment. Oh, what? Crap. I clicked away from the screen. You didn't see that because my editing, like the capture didn't go off, but I actually clicked off and got a black screen for a second. Scared me.
さあ、それはどうだろうな。
もう、オカリンは意地悪ばっかり。
Aww. I puff up my cheeks and rest my head against Okarin's chest.
どうした？
It's really cute. It's really cute.
どうもしないよ。
そうか。てっきり満腹になって眠くなったのかと。
もう、違うもん。
Ugh. It's really calming, yet my heart is pounding so hard it feels like it'll turn inside out. I'm thankful for this packed train.
オカリン、ありがとう。
何がだ？
いろいろたくさん、なんとなく。
Aww.
変なやつめ。
Despite his mocking, he strokes my head.
なんだ？
なんでもないよ。
Dang, I can really see it now. Fetch. In the past, when I've tried to picture the two of them together, I mean, it kind of works, but, like, I always saw him matched better in my mind with Kurisu or Ferris. But I can see this now a lot more. Wow. Stroking my head is like a habit for Okarin, so it probably doesn't mean anything to him. But it's special to me.
忘れたくないよ。オカリン。
I tightly grip Okarin's coat. I don't know if he heard me or not, but Okarin silently continues to hold me close. That's enough to mysteriously calm my unease. It takes a little over 10 minutes for it to reach the Ikebukuro. The time limit is slowly but surely approaching. Oh man. I think we're going to stop here, but we're going to have to see what her plan is. And I have a feeling it's going to be a very emotionally depressing episode next. Especially because we're starting here. Fetch, man. But it's okay. This has been a very weird episode, but I loved it. I really, really, really am not looking forward to where this is going. This D-mail sounds very destructive and heartbreaking, but necessary maybe? I don't know. I hope not. But, well, we kind of know ultimately not, but like, I wonder what ending this is going to lead us to. Will it actually work? Or is she going to miscalculate something and have it undone anyway? But man, what a nightmare she'd be in, you know? I mean, she loves him. She loves him to pieces, and she's finally realized it, like truly accepted that idea. And she's now going to have to assassinate her, potentially her entire connection in life with him. And that could end up assassinating herself in a way, so that's horrible. But I want to see where this is going for sure. So I'm excited for next week. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me. What did you think about today's episode? And do you have any like memories that have exploded into your mind before? Like something that just triggers them right and makes you really, really think about it and just kind of make it super real all of a sudden? I'd love to hear your stories if you're willing to share them. Other than that, just thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the channel and part of this experience. And I hope you're enjoying as much as I am. If you have any other questions or anything, obviously let me know. Join Discord if you want. Links in the description. All that good jazz. And hopefully you'll join me as well in Muv Love Mondays again, because I am so stoked to be doing those. But anyway, it's a pleasure being here, and thank you for joining me. So until the next video watching me, I hope to see me next. I'll see you there.